What's going on, guys? It's your boy Cam. Actually, today's message. This whole message is really just going to be about maintaining a strong relationship with God. And I'm gonna break it down in a way that we may all understand, in a way that helped me understand and come into reality of what this really means. So here we have point one. I usually when I come into messages and things like that, I'm gonna speak in points because I have points here on my notebook paper and my little journal, and I'm gonna speak in points. So here we have point one. Realize that you need to FaceTime, text, talk to a person to grow a relationship with that person. So when I say that, what I basically mean is this: to build a bond with someone here on earth, you have to either FaceTime, you have to text, you have to talk to. You know what I mean? These things are very necessary. You see what I mean? They're very necessary to build a bond with somebody. You need to do these things. You can't just say, oh, we never talk. We've never had any type of communication in the past, so I'm just going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings with them and chill. That's basically saying you chilling with a stranger, you know? And don't get me wrong. Some people say, what's that phrase? You don't meet a stranger. Some people are like that. They can just have conversations and keep on going. You know what I mean? But realize that you have to do certain things to build a relationship with somebody here on earth. It is a necessity to grow a bond with somebody. You need to do these things. This is still part of point one. It says, if you guys never talked or texted, it would be very uncomfortable to be in person with that person. If you two hardly ever talked before being together in the flesh, you wouldn't be making plans with that person. They wouldn't be considered a friend. If y'all never communicated prior in person, then there would be no reason for y'all to get together because y'all don't know each other. See what I'm saying? Point two. Isaiah 41:10 states this: so do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and I will help you, and I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Do not fear, for I am with you. I want to touch on that point. I feel like we don't realize, and we don't really pay attention that God is always in our midst. He's always in our presence because God is omnipotent. Just because you cannot see him, just because you cannot sometimes feel him, that does not mean he's not there. You know what I'm saying? The air that we breathe is here in our presence, but we can't see it right now. I don't feel it, but I know that it's here. I'm breathing it. That don't mean I'm necessarily feeling it because I'm breathing it, but I'm feeling it. I know that the air is here. You see what I'm saying? If God is telling us that he would never leave nor forsake us, and he is telling us that he's saying do not fear, for I am with you, and we don't even acknowledge the fact that he's there, do you think God would want us to be in heaven with him? When we die, everybody wants to go to heaven. The things we hear about heaven, how it's just all the colors are very different than what we see here, and it's just so vividly, and then you have the tree of life, and you have all of these beautiful things in heaven. Everybody wants to go to heaven, but why would God want to spend eternity with you, with someone that hasn't ever acknowledged him while here on earth? Do you see what I mean? A lot of people, everybody wants to go to heaven. Everybody wants to have eternal happiness, but they don't want to spend their time here on earth with God. So why would he spend time with us eternally, forever, if we didn't even take time out of our day to spend time with him? See what I mean? To praise him and to worship him. Point 3 says this: why would God send us to heaven to be in a divine relationship with him up there if we didn't even show him we cared down here? Okay, so I just touched on that. And the last point is this. Because of Christ, our sin does not have to separate us from God. When we confess and believe, we are cleansed. So the only thing that separates us from God here on earth is sin, our flesh. But God's grace and mercy is so strong and so fulfilling that sin doesn't even separate us from God. It's a Bible verse that says neither death nor life nor angels nor principalities nor demons can separate us from the presence and the love of God. So it's that simple. But I feel like I just really want to come on here and say this to you guys, man. This is going to be a new series, and I'm just going to be touching on more things like this. But just stay tuned, man, for more videos. Stay up. If you're new here, subscribe. And much love. 7X Vibe. It don't take 7 times to create a vibe. We out, baby. Yes, sir.